Hello, and welcome back to Strength, Strategy, and Mindset. This is day number 52, and this is Dr. Dwain Woode. That's Wood with an E. The E stands for Endocrinology. I educate, I empower, and I encourage you to take charge of your health and your life, avoid complications, and go to the next level. And we are celebrating this week because we are in the second half of our Strength, Strategy, and Mindset series, and our theme is consistency and showing up. We've done the routines. We've walked through the routines, we've got our circuit, and we have refined them. We've talked about the reps and the number of reps and how to modify, and we're just celebrating this week. And we are continuing to move through those routines over and over. That is the strength, that's the consistency, that's the power of what we're doing. And all we've got to do now is just modify those to get what we need to do. So this week we've also modified our workout, so our warm-up. Remember, the warm-up is to help our bodies get the temperature up so that the muscles begin to stretch, decreases the chances of injury. We also are increasing the heart rate, increasing the blood flow so that we can bring oxygen to those muscles that are going to be needing them as we move through the circuit. And we're also helping the joints to get loose. Okay, so that's what's going on in the workout or in the warm-up. We'll go through our circuit as we've been doing, and let's just go jump into it. Right, so get my gloves on, and so happy that you've shown up for another day of our routine. This is such a momentous occasion because I remember day one, right? You may have thought that, man, I can't do this. But here you are on day 52. Let's go ahead and let's get started. We're going to do our arm twists. If you don't have dumbbells or you don't have any weights, you can just do this with your arms like we normally were doing, the isometric version. Let's go ahead and we're going to do 10 forward and 10 backwards. Get the core activated, feet shoulder width apart, and let's go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then let's go ahead and we'll do our cross body leg swings. I'm going to use the dumbbell on one hand, and we're going to do 10 on each leg with a 5 count in between. All right, ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's 10. Let's move to the other side. And you can do this without the modification. You can just simply do it. Well, let's try. I'm going to do a couple of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. I'm going to hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. Right? And then we're going to do our forward extension. And so several of these exercises with the intention, like I said, of loosening up those muscles, warming up the body so that the muscles begin to stretch. And this one, we are activating the pecs, the biceps, triceps, the shoulder muscles, and we're going to try to tighten up as we get to the front, right? All those muscles. So let's go ahead and we're going to do 10 of these with a 5 count at the front. Let's go ahead and get started. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. Now, interesting that I actually picked up some heavier weights than I normally use. I usually use the 5 pounds, and I'm like, well, this is a little bit more heavy. So those are actually 10 pounds that I was using. They work, but I didn't intend to use the heavier ones, but that's okay. And so I'm going to actually change while we do the high knee extensions. Go back down to the 5 pounds. And so 2.5 pounds, 5 pounds, 10 pounds, whatever you are able to do is fine. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do high knee march. Get those knees as high as possible with a count 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And we're going to do that for 60 seconds, 1 minute. All right, let's get started. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Come on, get those knees up, get those knees up. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And notice I'm using both dumbbells today. 2. I've used one before, kind of to throw my body off balance and force me to compensate. But today I'm using both. 2, 1, 2. 30 seconds more. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And heart rate is pumping up. Blood is flowing. Yeah. Breath should be getting a little bit more intense. So 15 seconds more. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. So that really got the blood flowing. And get the body warmed. Let's go ahead and get this back. And we'll move over to our bench. And so remember, for all of these, they are modifiable. Number of sets, number of reps, weights, the level of weights that we're using, the holds that we're doing as we move through the different activities, exercises. All right, ready? Let's go ahead and grab our dumbbells. We're going to move directly into our dumbbell presses. We're going to do the three sets of 8. 3 sets of 8. I was working out with my son last night, and we actually went up a little bit on our weights, and so we actually backed down to with the number of reps, which we will do here as well as we move, as we advance in the circuits. This week we're using the same weights and same number of reps. All right, so go ahead and get started. And up and squeeze, and 1, 2, up, squeeze, 1, 2, up, squeeze, 1, 2, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 4, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 5, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 6, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 7, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 8. Okay, and just take a quick couple seconds break and then we'll get right back into it. Remember, time under tension. Ready? Here we go. And up, squeeze, 1, 2, up, squeeze, 1, 2, up, squeeze, 1, 2, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 4, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 5, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 6, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 7, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 8. All right, a couple more seconds and we'll get right back into it. Time under tension, so we're moving from one set to another, a little bit more rapidly, so it keep those muscles under the tension for longer. And let's go ahead and get to that next set. Final set for this exercise. Let's go ahead. Up, squeeze, 1, 2, up, squeeze, 1, 2, up, squeeze, 1, 2, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 4, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 5, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 6, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 7, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 8. All right. Very good. And so, as we get into further in the series, those circuits that we're doing, those reps, those sets, we will be doing, for instance, remember we started with 3 sets of 5, we went to 3 sets of 8, right? We can go to 3 sets of 15. So in that case, what I did was just a short break in between and went right back into it. So essentially doing maybe, I guess we could have called it, one set of, of 24. But that's the idea, that we're having tension, continuing the tension as soon as possible, so we don't give the muscles a big chance to just kind of relax. All right, let's do our seated knee extension. We're going to do 10 each leg with a 5 count when we extend. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 10. All right. Go ahead and get to our hammer curls. Notice, once again, we're moving upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body. These next couple, so after we, not the hammer curls, we're going to do the curl and presses. And then we're going to do squats. And then following the squats, we're going to do hammer curls and lateral raises. Now those two, we won't alternate upper body, lower body. We'll just go straight from the hammer curls into the lateral raises and then move through there. So I guess I need to find an exercise in between there to break that up. But for now, we're going to continue doing what we've been doing, all right? Okay. Get our curl and presses. Do 3 sets of 5. And remember, always the correct form, focus, foundation. And so we want to have our feet shoulder width apart. We'll move over this way a little bit. Feet shoulder width apart. Activate that core. And let's get to it. Here we go. And up, twist, press, down, twist, lower. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, lower. That's 2. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 3. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 4. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 5. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 6. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 7. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 8. So you should be finding that the flow for those is pretty smooth now, right? Because you've got the form, you understand the movement, and it's almost very fluid, right? Up, twist, press, down, twist, lower, right? So as we want to put tension, we can slow that down as we're moving the different ones, but you get the idea, right? So you should be feeling that you're moving through that now much more smoothly, without much fuss moving between the sets and the reps. Ready? Let's go. Second set. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, lower. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 2. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 3. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 4. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 5. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 6. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 7. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 8. All right. So consistency, showing up in this week of celebration, showing up once again as we move through the circuit, showing up despite sometimes the tension, not tension, but the burning, showing up despite scheduling and weather and all those other things. Yeah, we showed up, and that is part of the strength of what we're doing. Part of actually strength, strategy, and mindset, right? So that covers all 3 of those. Let's get to that last set. And ready? Here we go. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 1. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 2. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 3. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 4. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 5. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 6. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 7. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 8. Oh yeah. Those last reps in the sets, usually the ones where I'm like, oh yeah, I feel that. I really feel that. Let's go ahead and grab our kettlebells. Get that up here. And just a quick break in between. So that showing up actually hits all 3 of those, right? So strength, strategy, and mindset. The strength is the consistency. The strategy is the consistency. And the mindset, hey, I've got to be consistent. All right. So you should feel that blood flowing, pulse is going up, right? So if you have a device, you'll be tracking that and seeing the heart rate go up. Let's get to the squats. I'm going to do 3 sets of 8. Feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. Activate that core. Remember the core that if you imagine somebody saying, hey, let's take a picture, and as soon as before they take the picture, it's a cheese, and you pull that stomach in, that's what we're doing right there. That's the core. So activate the core. We're going to act like we're sitting and then bend the knees. Let's go ahead and get started. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Okay? And so we're moving through pretty rapidly as we go from one exercise to the next, as we get from one set to the next, so that we give you a good workout, a good consistent workout. Remember, time and attention. And so we've been building, right, learning the routines, learning the form, learning the holds, learning the, how to modify, so that this is now something that is just becoming second nature to you. Let's get to the next set. Ready? And here we go. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Okay? So as you're moving through these now, like I said, they should become second nature. That at any moment, any time, you can say, hey, I'm gonna do some squats. Hey, I'm gonna do some curls. Hey, I'm gonna do some presses. Hey, I'm gonna do some lateral raises. I'm gonna do a cross body leg swing. And when you hear those words, you know what they mean, and you can be putting together your own routine. You should already have your 5-minute circuit that you can do at any time. Pull it out. You're at the hotel, you're actually in the airport, you're wherever. Let's get to this last set of squats. Ready? Here we go. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. Let's get those back. All right, and we're going to move, get our dumbbells and move into our hammer curls here in just a minute. Okay? And what I want to do with the hammer curls is I want to do the first 2 sets almost kind of back to back. So we'll go through the first set, right? And then when we come down, just take a quick maybe 1-2 count and then go directly into the next set, okay? But we'll take a break like we normally do between the second set and the third set. So we'll show you what that looks like. All right, here we are. All right, remember, all the way to the shoulder and the opposite side, quickly, and then slow on the way down, right? Here we go. And up, and down, up, and down, up, and down, and up, and down. That's 2, up, and down, up, and down. That's 3, up, and down, up, and down. That's 4, up, and down, up, and down. That's 5, up, and down, up, and down. That's 6, up, and down, and up, and down. That's 7, up, and down, up, and down. That's 8. We'll do a 1 and a 2 count, and then go directly back into the next set. Up, and down, up, and down. That's 1, up, and down, up, and down. That's 2, up, and down, up, and down. That's 3, up, and down, up, and down, that's 4, up, and down, and up, and down, that's 5, up, and down, up, and down, that's 6, up, and down, up, and down, that's 7, up, and down, and up, and down, that's 8. All right, we'll take our normal break in between. And so that kind of gives you an idea. That essentially was one set of 16, right? One set of 16. So as we are talking about this time under tension, right? So there may be a time when we're doing a set of 16, a set of 15, or whatever the number is, to get that consistent, longer time under tension, because that's where our strength, that's where our toning, that's where all those things are built in the time under tension. Let's go ahead and get to that last set. Ready? And up, and down, up, and down, that's 1, up, and down, up, and down, that's 2, up, and down, up, and down, that's 3, up, and down, up, and down, that's 4, up, and down, up, and down, that's 5, up, and down, up, and down, that's 6, up, and down, up, and down, that's 7, up, and down, and up, and down, that's 8. All right, so you should be feeling that in the forearms, in the biceps, of course in the neck muscles, and of course you have the core activated. And so you've got the abdominal muscles, you've got the glutes, and all of these that we're bringing to help support us as we move through. All right, so we're going to do our lateral raises. And we're going to do 3 sets of 8 like we normally do. Ready? And I'm going to go up and down and 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 up and down. That was 7. And up and down. That's 8. All right. Very good. So pretty much all of the exercise we've done touching several parts of our body, and we are, as I've said before, we're doing exercises that are common motions that you will use, whether you're bending to lift something or you're carrying something, right? So those curls, or you're putting something up high or bringing something down, right? So and also just balance, right? So carrying bags, right? Which we'll see here in just a minute. All right, ready? Second set. And up, and down, and up, and down, up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. That was 7. And up, and down. That's 8. Ooh, yeah, I really felt that one. I felt it right in here, right here, of course, and then, of course, let's see, up, down the shoulder muscles. The further forward you bring those lateral raises, you're hitting the deltoids right here. If you're doing over here, not really hitting those that much, so that's why you see me have it kind of like an angle, not a complete 45-degree angle, but that's the reason for that. As you move further, you target those muscles a little bit more. All right, let's get to that last set. All right, here we go. And up, down and up and 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 down. That was 7. One more. Up and down. And that gives us our 3 sets of 8. And then for our balance, let's go ahead and grab some heavier weights. So these are, once we're able to kind of get through the circuit, more reps, more sets, right? More intention. As we move up to weights, these are probably the weights we're going to go to next in our circuit. Right now we're using them as part of our balance. And the reason I do the balance last, and the reason I like this exercise, I like all of the routines, but this one kind of reminds me of lots of different things in terms of balance and what my life should look like, and my concept of balance. When for a long time I thought balance meant equal. Balance meant, okay, everything had to be equal. I had to give the same amount of time to school, to work, to my son, to my wife, to my health, to my, and quickly learned that that's not the case. A balance does not mean equal. Balance means that we're giving the appropriate attention, right? And giving the appropriate resources, giving the appropriate mindset change, the appropriate actions. Right, so I am balanced in how I approach all those things. It doesn't mean that I have to be equal. Balance does not mean that I have to be always in balance in order for me to proceed. And you've seen me here be off balance, whether we're doing the crossbody leg swings as I did at the beginning, or even this routine that we're going to do here in just a minute. I can be off balance and still proceed. I don't have to stop. I don't have to give up. I can readjust. I can reset. And if I'm consistent, right? Consistent showing up. We talked about that today. If I'm consistent, if I keep at it, if I keep working, if I keep tweaking, if I keep adjusting, if I keep modifying it or modifying, then I get the results. But the only way I don't get results is if I give up, if I stop, if I say, okay, that's it. I can't do it anymore. And so balance, this exercise teaches me a lot of those things, right? So let's go ahead. We're going to do 10 on each leg with a 5 count in between. We move back just a little bit. And ready? And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. All right. Balance. Balance. So important for all the things that we are learning. Strength, strategy, and mindset. Consistency, showing up. Showing up is a strength. Right? So if you show up, then the routines that we do, yeah, you get to do them. Showing up is a strategy. I'm going to show up and I'm going to put my time in. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to do what I need to do to get into the routine and to move through. Showing up is a mindset, right? I got to change my mindset that being there, being in the routine, being in the space is very important. We'll come back and talk about that in a minute. Let's go ahead and get to our centering exercise. So just as we warmed up, got the blood flowing, got the temperature in our body up, got the heart rate going, the muscles are now, we've been going through the routine. And so now we want to take some time and just begin to calm down, right? Slowing the heart rate, increasing our breath work a little bit, get some fresh oxygen in, get that carbon dioxide out. And we are, right now, we're planted, okay? We're planted right now on the ground. The ground is solid, the ground is firm, the ground is supporting us, and it is the foundation right now. If it were soft and shifting, then I would be off balance. I would have to try to find balance, but right now, the ground under me is pretty firm. And that's an idea that I want you to begin getting into. Whenever you are in a situation, whether it's here, whether it's in your life, in a conversation, in a place where you feel off balance, just plant your feet on the ground, right? Make sure you're solid and understand that it is supporting you. And we're going to imagine right now all the tension, all the stress, all of the anxiety, all of the toxins in our body, all of the carbon dioxide, the lactic acid that's being built up. And we're going to breathe in a minute, but we can imagine that just kind of flowing from the tops of our head down through the jaws, into the neck, into the shoulders, the upper chest, lower chest, the abdomen, into the hips, into the thighs, into the knees, into the calves, into the ankles, into the feet, and into the soles of our feet, and we're pushing that into the ground. Right? So we're grounded. We're grounded. And that's all kind of just flowing through. Just flowing out of us. And then now we're going to take some big deep breaths in through our nose, out through our mouth, bringing in that fresh air, letting out the carbon dioxide. We're going to do 5 of those. And the 5th one, we're going to do a hold in between as we breathe in, hold it, and then we breathe out. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So 5. So 1, in through our nose, out through our mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. 2 more, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And this last one we're going to go hold, in through the nose, and hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, and out. And just feel that tension be released. The muscles are happy. The heart rate is slowing down. You're feeling centered, feeling at peace as you feel the ground beneath you. If you're outside, if you're around the grass, you want to take your shoes off and plant your feet in the grass, walk around. Studies have shown that decreases tension. Yeah, decreases cortisol. It helps you get centered, helps you deal with stress. So it's not just an exercise activity for here. It is, but you can use this grounding exercise in so many different areas of your life. And once again, let me grab my hat. Once again, you've shown up. Once again, for day number 52. Right? So consistency, showing up, your strength, strategy, and mindset. Being here, being in this space, 52 days. 52 pieces of evidence, 52 pieces of data, 52 points of consistency, 52 points of pushing through, 52 pieces of evidence, 52 pieces of information that you've given your inner coach that says, this is what's going on. This is what we do. 52 times you can write in your I Can journal, I showed up, I did my routine, I walked through the process, 52 times. The strength of small, consistent changes or small, consistent activity over time is incredible. The compound effect is real. If you continue, if you stay there, if you show up, if you do it, if you don't give up, then you get to see the results. And that, after all, is what Limitless Living says, that we're doing everything we can to be sure that we're putting ourselves in the best light for success, that we're breaking through barriers, we're breaking through boundaries, we're breaking through obstacles. We're not letting anything from outside or anything from inside prevent us from doing what we need to do. We're showing up and we're showing out. And that, after all, is what happens. We're presenting our best self, we're presenting our best health, and we're presenting our best plans for our life. And that's what we're going to be doing as we move throughout the rest of this series and as we move throughout the rest of our lives. Hey, this is Dr. Dwain Woode. That's Woode with an E. The E stands for endocrinology. Here I educate, I empower, and I encourage you to take charge of your health and your life, avoid complications, and go to the next level. We're creating the life we've always wanted. Go live a limitless life. And I'll see you tomorrow on day number 53 for strength, strategy, and mindset.